Hello and welcome everyone to probably the first ever GameOgre.com review series that I've done. I'll be your host, Amarist. As you can see, that's my name in the player profile, and this is Clandestine. This was released earlier this month, November 2015. It is a spy thriller game with cooperative elements. So let me stop eating my microphone here for a moment. And I'm going to be looking at this game solo since I don't have another person to play with at the moment, but let's take a look at what we've got here. In the setup, we are able to turn subtitles on and off. Why don't I turn those on for dialogue? Blood effects are on. The difficulty, let's keep that at normal. Apparently you can play around with health, enemy health, awareness, line of sight, and administration speed for when hacking. Hacking may be done by the other critter. Video, of course, you have a large number of options, including you've got resolution. You can set it to full screen, which it is at the moment. Visual quality, full resolution, and I've got everything on. Audio, I had to knock that down to 50% because this music is actually ludicrously loud in my headphones, and after I record this opening session, I'm going to check and make sure that you can actually hear me talking. The controls, mouse sensitivity, good. Invert access, excellent. And then you can even rebind your keys, very important. So let's see what it takes to go solo in this game. I'll be seeing you on the other side.
They've shafted us.
What's going on?
Have you seen this list? They've shafted us. The CIA, the KGB, the
FSB.
They've shafted us.
Let me see. It can't be that bad.
Not a single name on here with wet work experience. We don't even get an extraction team.
Have you talked to the backers about it?
My FSB man assumes CIA will give us some SEALs. My CIA man, of course, assumes the FSB will take care of it. We didn't even get a field man. I spent 3 weeks trying to squeeze a real field agent out of either of them. Then this morning, the CIA decided we can have this Mansour guy. You know why?
Are you sure you...
His cover was blown yesterday.
Mansour.
He's ours if we can untie him from the chair he's strapped to in some cartel warehouse in Mexico City. Getting his teeth pulled as we speak. Hell with it. We take what we can get. I'm talking to some old friends in the Federales about setting up a raid.
One field operative is not enough.
Especially not without an extraction team, it ain't.
You've got a backup.
This one. Kozlova.
Electrical engineer?
She's a technician, but she's been point on a successful op.
I don't know about this.
She has a confirmed kill, so we know she's got the stomach for it.
One thing is deep cover, but using her for wet work.
I'm sending her to Mexico with Zimborski to set up eyes and ears for the raid. We'll have her snoop around a bit while she's there and see how she does. If she's a natural, we've got our second operative.
There's our main character. Okay, the game crashed on me, so...
The signal is pretty strong. We should be getting a nice clean feed once the equipment is in
It
place.
seems to be coming back just fine, so I'm going to continue on as if it hadn't crashed.
I've done this many times before.
I'm not worried.
Good. Let's get started.
There's our operator.
Your Blue Force tracker,
Want to keep an eye on me?
just in case.
Sure.
Left shift to toggle walk run, hold left shift to sprint, WASD to move. Alright. Okay, and mouse control. I can move around my critter. I like her headphones. Now, the other person who was talking, the one that we just saw in the alleyway, is the operator. The operator is basically a person who would be kind of like your eyes and ears outside of yourself, and they act as, I believe, a hacker, and they would be the person... Let's see if I can't get rid of this. Maybe I have to do each of the different things. Okay. I've got flags that tell me where to go. They would be the person who the other player in cooperative would be playing. Use E to interact with objects. E to force open locked doors. Hold E to force lock. Press left mouse button to choose how much force to apply to the lock. The strength of a lock is randomized. Force it, you need to hit the same segment as its strength. Alright. I missed. I hit too hard. but it still let me through. Press Q to mantle the fence and enter the door. Alright. Press C to crouch. Both walking and crouch walking are silent. There is what looks like a video camera, and I think there's a person that I can't see through this tutorial thing. It's a guard. And I suppose the guard is defended by that camera. Will you take these things out of my line of sight? Okay, pressing space will allow me to move over around an object under cover, and I need that because there's a guy right there. Direction plus space to move around corner again. Security doors must be hacked. Alright. Okay, here's a security door. Press H to enter hacker mode. Use mouse wheel to zoom the tactical map in and out. I think this is what your alternate critter sees. Press G to center. Alright. Or not. Flashing blue flag is the spy's current mission objective. Keita cannot access these, so she relies on you for information about upcoming objective locations. Okay. There's a camera. Okay. I can select the camera. I can see a guard. Ah, okay. Use the mouse button to tag him. Q to show operative feed. This shows what the spy... Blah, blah, blah. This is what the cooperative player would see in a cooperative mode. WASD to move your hacker avatar inside the network. Okay. Hold and drag. I have no idea what I'm doing. I seem to have come to a wall. Okay, so it's just basically teaching how to use the hacker screen. Firewalls block you. Press E while your avatar is next to it. Okay. Alright. Well, that worked. Click on the door node. This centers the corresponding tactical map and vice versa. Same door. Alright. Hack security by pressing E. Console window is coming online. The console window lets you find passwords for previously hacked doors. Press T to open a chat window, type your message, hit enter to send it. Password accepted. 0308, enter. Press H to return. Wow, that might take a little bit. Now, presumably the previous screen we were in would be our cooperative player who would then send me the message. E to enter code. But where would it appear? So I've already forgotten it. It was like 0308. And I got it wrong. Oh, no, I got it right. Enter door. Into the construction trailer. Alright. So far, so good. Alright. Intel will be found. Take intel. Oh, there's another things here. Got that too. Bug phone switches, huh? Alright, I'm gonna start bugging those. I don't really know what that means. Oh, he saw me. And then the mission failed. Okay, well that's good to know. Apparently I didn't... Alright, so we're back in the game after it crashed trying to change the screen resolution again. I just threw a pager, which allows me to have my cooperative critter call it in order to draw someone away from their post. So I'm going to attempt that. He seems to be responding, but he's not actually moving. He's over here. I might need to have a different pager. I have to figure this one out. Okay, I have to take out... Oh, he moved! That's kind of unexpected. I guess I didn't see him move on my map. He's still over there. Okay, so I need to sneak up behind this guy and use the mouse button to perform a non-lethal takedown. Alright. Oh, he'll be noticed, I'm sure. I already discovered the code for this. Okay, that camera can't see me, I hope. And in her mode, I can check the chat by hitting T, 7323. Stop it. And then that's the code. Open. I want to close this door just in case. I don't want people to see me. Oh, more intel. 120k this month, 20 short. Take Lupo and break one of their legs. Okay, that doesn't sound pleasant. Do I want to take this? Apparently all I can do with it is read it. So far it's been pretty decent, except for it doesn't like either the resolution of my monitor that I've set or something. Let me close door? No? Alright. But there's a camera here. You can avoid rotating cameras by moving past them when they rotate away. It doesn't seem to be rotating though. Can I move under it? Because that's how we normally get past cameras. And once again, this thing is in my way. It seems to be moving really slowly back and forth. But the question is, can I time it right with this tutorial thing in my way? Okay, so it's moving away now. Alright, I think I seem to have made it. This camera does not rotate, it must be disabled. To pass it safely, single player, aim an electronic object and press F to have Martin crack it for you. Okay. In that case, let's move away from cover. Let's move back into cover. Let's aim at it and press F.
Covered.
Martin has disabled the camera and you can move past it. Martin can only disable one camera at a time. Okay. And I think there's a guard up there. It would be nice if I could get rid of these tutorial things because they're actively distracting. Alright, I want to sneak up on this guy and take him down. This is a pretty good first mission so far. I think it might be a bit more interesting in cooperative mode. I'm going to get over here. And I think this is about the point where I'm going to end this playthrough so that you know, people who are watching can actually play this game by themselves. So I'm going to mantle over. Well, apparently this might be one of the phone switches it wants me to bug. I can't tell. I can't do anything else with it. Oh no, it bugged it. Oh.
Tipo rudo.
Esteban lo habría hecho hablar con un poco más de tiempo.
Al final resultó que tuvo suerte con la redada. Se libró de una muerte lenta y dolorosa.
Hey, No nos vamos a rendir tan rápido. Todavía tenemos toda
Gonna talk about killing the guy.
Y ya no tenemos que mantenerlo con vida. Así es mucho más sencillo.
Simplify
Did you hear
things.
that?
Yeah, doesn't sound good.
Our men won't be alive for the raid tomorrow.
Maybe if we called the cops on these guys.
They are the cops. We gotta get him out of there.
You're a technician, you're not Rambo. We're just here to put up bugs.
The circumstances have changed. Better tell everyone we're handling this.
Shit. All right. Mission Control, this is the surveillance team. Target is in imminent danger. We are going in.
Say again, team. It sounded like you said you're going in.
My tech is entering the warehouse. We are extracting the target.
Understood. Good luck.
Wow. Well, for the exciting conclusion of this episode of Clandestine, you will have to actually download and play the game. I'm going to be dropping back out to the menu now in order to discuss what I've seen in the game and probably give some thoughts about the gameplay and how it goes. I'm going to go play the rest of this mission myself, and I will see you later. Okay, so I hope everybody enjoyed this little excursion into the game Clandestine. I'm going to give you a little bit of an opinion about what I just went through trying to save the life of the guy that was just captured and was having his teeth pulled out. One of the really interesting things about this game is that there are two control methods. One of them is the critter on the top, who is the person that you're playing, moving kind of in a Deus Ex sort of way through the world as the operative who is actually on the ground with the gun or with the gloves, depending on how you intend to play. She has to move secretly, and there's a lot of stealth involved. And because of that, you have to watch where you're going and pick your targets and not get caught. However, there is the second aspect, which is that of the hacker, who is able to view and operate things in the world outside of the view of the player who's on the ground. The hacker is able to see the various people moving around as they're visible by cameras. Guards and etc. can tell where they're facing, who can then relay that information extremely easily to the operative on the ground to tell her which side to approach a guard from if she wants to kill them or take them down non-lethally. He can also move through the network trying to unlock doors or give codes to them beforehand and even knock out cameras so that the cameras can't see the operative. This opens up a lot of interesting facets for cooperative play, which, as you can see, a very real possibility in this game. Play cooperatively. Oop, connecting the server. And I haven't had a chance to play this game cooperatively with anyone else, but I certainly look forward to trying it, especially if you happen to be on a voice call with someone. I'm not really sure if this game enables a voice when you're hosting or joining, but you can send messages back and forth between one another by hitting T and using the text system. Let's go back to the menu here. And because of this, it makes the game much more interesting, because suddenly, instead of just more than one person on the ground at the same time, you've got one who's in the world who has to stealth around, and you have another who is in the network, basically kind of acting as the ghost in the machine. And one of the interesting challenges of being the hacker is that there are administrators wandering around through the network. You noticed before when we broke through the wall, the firewall, as it were, I had to smash through and it unlocked elements allowing me to move. Well, as you're moving around, when you hack things, a little red eyeball, which represents the administrator, moves along to wherever you hacked last and restores firewalls and stuff like that, pretty much making it difficult for you to get back where you were before. So the hacker is not bored while they're waiting for the operative to move around. Not only that, they have a bird's eye view of the map and what's going on for the operative on the ground and can relay information like I had previously said. This is not very much an action game. This is more of like a very strategic, carefully chosen stealth operative game, and I can see a lot of promise for it. I had a ridiculous amount of fun as a solo player getting through that initial section. The only comment that I have is that the tutorial messages were in my way constantly, and that was kind of frustrating. and it was a little bit cumbersome and overwhelming having to learn the hacker and the operative at the same time, and the solo play works just fine with both of them, but I think that you could have an exquisite amount of fun if you have a friend on the other line, being our bespectacled, smoking guy here sitting in front of the computer. So I look forward to your comments on what you think of this game and what you thought of this review. This has been Clandestine, and I've been your host, Amarist, for GameOgre.com. Good night and good dreams, everybody.